Okay, this is your homework from last night where you had to use the quadratic formula to solve quadratic equations. You had been factoring and using square roots and all that, but now we're going to do quadratic formula because on some of them you'll get decimals that you can't factor. So let's get into it. Here's the quadratic formula. If you don't have it written down somewhere, make sure you do. Let's look at number 1. Okay, so in this case, instead of x, you would have m here. So m equals negative and then b. So b in this case, and if you're not sure which one's a, b, and c, the number here is the a, this number is the b, and this number is the c. Okay, the b is always with the m, the a is always with the m squared or the x squared, whatever it is, and the c is always just a constant. So when it says negative b, it's negative 5. Okay, plus or minus the square root of b squared, so that's a negative 5. Put it inside parentheses, especially if it's negative, you need to have it inside parentheses because your calculator doesn't do it correctly. Minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is negative 14. Make sure you bring the negative with it. And the whole thing is divided by 2 times a, which is 1. Okay, now we need to simplify it just a little bit before we start plugging stuff in and all that. So negative 5 is a positive 5, plus or minus the square root of, now in your calculator, type it in exactly like that, not the square root sign. So negative 5 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 14. So it should look something like that. Actually, exactly like that. And that equals 81. 81 goes here. And that is all divided by 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, hopefully you know the square root of 81 is 9. So now you're going to have two problems. You're going to have 5 plus 9 divided by 2 and 5 minus 9 divided by 2. I get the 9 from taking the square root of the 81. If you're typing this into your calculator in one step, the top needs to be inside parentheses. That's the numerator. So let's look at the first one here. Oh, let me get it out of the light. 5 plus 9 divided by 2 is 7. 5 minus 9 divided by 2 is negative 2. So somewhere you need to have m equals 7 and negative 2. You could have the negative 2 first and then the 7 second. Doesn't matter to me. And you can always double check your answers by substituting them back in for both of the m's into the equation to see if it works. Okay, let's look at number 2. Okay, on this one, everything is on the one side, so I can go ahead and just start it. So it's n equals negative b. Remember, this is the a, b, c. So negative b would be 2. So negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 2 squared. Now, this 2 is positive, so you don't really have to put it inside parentheses, but I think it's just good practice to put it inside parentheses so you don't forget to do it when you actually have to. Minus 4 times a, which is 2, and c is negative 12. And that is all divided by 2 times a, which is 2 times 2. Okay, now let's simplify it a little bit. Okay, so in your calculator, 2 squared minus 4 times 2 times negative 12. And that gets me 100. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, hopefully you know that the square root of 100 is 10. So now I split it into two problems. It'd be negative 2 plus 10 divided by 4 and negative 2 minus 10 divided by 4. So in your calculator, negative 2 plus 10 divided by 2 is 4. Whoops. I should have divided by 4. My bad. So that would be 8 divided by 4, which is 2. Okay, and the bottom one is negative 2 minus 10 divided by 4, and that's a negative 3. Okay, so somewhere you should have n equals 2 and negative 3. Okay, on number 3 I added a step for you. Notice it's not equal to 0. You got to get everything on the same side. So on this one, your first step needs to be subtracting 4. So that would be 4c squared plus 4c plus 3 equals 0. And now you can start the quadratic formula. So c equals negative b, so that's negative 4, plus or minus the square root of, remember this is a, b, c. So b squared would be 4 squared minus 4 times a, which is 4, and c, which is 3. And that is all divided by 2 times a, which is 2 times 4. Okay, let's simplify it a little bit. Negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 4 squared minus 4 times 3. That's negative 32 divided by 8. Okay, at this point you can just write no real solution because you cannot take the square root of a negative number this year. Next year in Algebra 2 you can, but for Algebra 1 this year you would just write no real solution. And we say no real solution because, as you'll see next year, there are imaginary solutions. I know it's kind of weird. So no real solution. Okay, let's look at the next one here, number 4. I think this one was a decimal answer. Okay, so this one is already set to equal 0, so we can go ahead and start it. So x equals negative. Here's a, b, c. So negative b would be negative 7, because this 7's negative. Plus or minus the square root of negative 7 squared minus 4 times 9 times negative 4. Divided by 2 times 9. Okay, let's simplify it a little bit. Negative 7 is a positive 7. And so negative 7 squared minus 4 times 9 times negative 4 is 193. And I know that's not a perfect square, so we're going to get some decimals. Okay, the square root of 193, oops, you can't see that, sorry, is 13.89. So over here, it would be 7 plus 13.89 divided by 18. And 7, almost put 17. 7 minus 13.89 divided by 18. Okay, so let's see what this comes up with. 7 plus 13.89 divided by 18 is 1.16. and 7 minus 13.89 divided by 18 is negative 0.38. Okay, so somewhere you should have x equals 1.16 and negative 0.38. Okay, we have two more. On number 5, you got to move that negative 7 over first, so you get it set equal to 0. So add 7. So 8p squared plus 7p, I believe that's minus 8, yeah, equals 0. Okay, now I start the formula. P equals negative b, so negative 7 plus or minus the square root of 7 squared minus 4 times 8 times negative 8. That 8 comes from right there, the negative 8 comes from right there. And that is all divided by 2 times a, which is 8. Okay, let's simplify that inside part. Seven squared minus 4 times 8 times negative 8 is 305. Divided by 16. And the square root of 305 is 17.46. So negative 7 plus 17.46 divided by 16, and negative 7 minus 17.46 divided by 16. Sorry. Divided by 16. This one is 0.65. And negative 7 minus 17.46 divided by 16 is negative 1.53. The 8 rounds the 2 up. So that's negative 1.53. So P equals 0.65 and negative 1.53. Okay, I have just under 2 minutes to get this last one done, so hopefully I can do it. If not, I'm going to have to pause it and you'll have to figure it out. Okay, on this one, I need to get 0 on one side, so I'm going to subtract the y. It doesn't have any like terms to combine with, so I'm just going to rewrite it in standard form. So 2y squared minus y minus 36 equals 0. If you didn't put it in that form, your numbers might have been a little bit off, so your answer was probably wrong. Okay, y equals negative 1, because this is a negative 1 right here, plus or minus the square root of negative 1 squared minus 4 times a, which is 2, and c is negative 36. All over 2 times 2. Okay, I'm going to pause it here just for a second, and I'm going to simplify that inside part real quick. Okay, so in my calculator, I typed it in just like that. Make sure the negative 1 is inside parentheses before you square it, and I got 289. The square root of 289 is 17. So over here, I have these lovely things. So 1 plus 17 is 18. 18 divided by 4 is 4.5. And here, 1 minus 17 is negative 16. And divide that by 4, you get negative 4. So on this last one, y equals 4.5 and negative 4. Okay, so that was kind of your notes for today. Kind of the lesson a little bit. Today, your assignment is just more quadratic equations using the quadratic formula. So there you go.